What's going on, Pyros? Welcome back to the channel. Vex Pyro here, back at you with another video. Once again, another installment in our blind ranking series, and we are lucky enough to be joined by Luke from Backyard Fireworks. How's it going, sir?
It's going good. Trying to stay dry with all this rain we're getting down here, and looking forward to doing this video. It should be a fun one.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. We're getting that rain as well. It's one of them days.
Yeah, exactly.
You're back with us, doing one of these blind rankings. You know how these go at this point. It's going to be fireworks brands.
This should be a fun one because this is going to be one of those where I don't think no list will be the same between people, and it's really a lot of preference, and that's what's kind of
Mhm.
going to make this one fun. It's all about what you've lit, and I can't wait to do this one.
Yeah. Well, let's get right
Absolutely.
into it. Your first brand is going to be Pyro Diablo.
Pyro Diablo, that is an interesting brand. It's a little bit of a newer brand. Um, out of Bada Boom has a lot of their stuff. I'm gonna put that one at number four, Pyro Diablo. Main reason for that, it's a little bit of a newer company, so a lot of their products, are new. Um, their 200 gram line, obviously, a lot of people are probably familiar with that, with
Mhm.
their T-Rexes and their Tyrannosauruses, Neon Eagle, those kind of cakes that
Yeah.
are usually at a reasonable price with, big breaks low to the ground. With that said, number four, I think with that one,
Okay.
good stuff. Their fountains, I know they got a lot of smaller fountains, which a lot of times I pick up as well at a pretty good price point. But yeah, I'm gonna put that one number four.
Number four for Pyro Diablo. Okay. Your second one up is going to be one that I have not seen a lot of pyros light. So I want to know your opinion on this one because I have not seen, I know they're out there, but I have not seen a ton of it. It's going to be Real Tree.
Real tree. Okay, that's a fun one. Yeah, I have lit some of their stuff off, and a lot of their stuff. I do love the hunt, so I love the camo wraps. Their
Mhm.
cakes are honestly pretty good. Uh, ooh, man, this is a tough one. I'm debating between the 3 and 5 spot right now,
Okay.
um, because I know there's probably going to be some sweet ones coming ahead. I'm gonna put Real Tree at number five, and I don't want people to get that wrong, thinking it's a bad brand. Their stuff is really top notch, honestly. Just this video, I got a feeling there's going to be some good ones coming. I want to put that at the five spot. I've lit a couple of their 500 grams and 200 grams. I think I even lit a 200 or a fountain off by them. And each one performed really well. And the main reason I'm putting it at five is just because I haven't lit a ton of their stuff off. But yeah, no, if you see Real Tree stuff anywhere, you should pick it up. Just give it a little try and something new for sure.
Not one that's horribly known, but like say you say that it's a good product, I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Your third brand up is going to be Brothers.
Brothers. So this is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Brothers is one that has been nostalgic for me. A lot of their stuff, over the years hasn't changed a whole lot. A lot of their cakes, they do have newer cakes coming out, especially now. A lot of their wraps, especially with their new items from last year and this year, starting to look a little newer, a little more glossy on the outside. But for nostalgic reasons, this one's going at number one for me. And that might be a hot take for a lot of people, but for me, I grew up as a Brothers guy. I would light, hit the road jack, highfalutin. So, a lot of their cakes that have been around for many years now. Like I said, they're some of my favorites. And
Yeah.
even when it comes to their artillery, some of their shells are the first ones that I've actually lit. So that's going at number one. I feel pretty confident about that as far as my preferences and what I've lit
Yeah.
off. That one's still number one for me.
Yeah. Not against that at all.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, your next brand up is going to be Miracle Fireworks.
Miracle Fireworks. I'm going to put that at the number three slate. I do like a lot of their smaller stuff. I've lit a lot of their 200 grams off, and a lot of them I've seen at stores for really well priced.
Mhm.
And that's why I like their stuff. They are priced super well, and honestly perform pretty dang well as a lot of the other cakes on the market and fountains and all sorts of stuff. But I'm gonna put that one at the number three spot.
Number 3, yeah. I think it's a brand on the rise, compared to others for
Yeah.
sure. There I was extremely impressed last year at NFA. I was really impressed with not only, a lot of the wraps that they had, but the performance of the stuff. I mean, their demo was it was pretty top notch, and they have a red, white, and blue kit out called Liberty, and now I do believe there's 2 other kits that go along with that that are gonna be USA red, white, and blue themed this year. And at the time, it was only one of like 3 where all red, white, and blue kits, or maybe 4 all red, white, and blue kits that I could find on the market. And I thought, at least by
Wow.
video standards, it was the best blue I had seen out of
Yeah.
it. Still a top 3 no matter what. Yeah, I agree with that. So, and then your last
All
brand, which
right.
is gonna go in at your number 2 spot. Let's see if you're happy about this one. An old classic. It's gonna be Black Cat Fireworks.
Black Cat. Yes, I honestly, that's perfect. I would put that right there. Black Cat, for me, I remember Black Cat as the go to the firecrackers when I was younger.
Yeah, always lighting Black Cats as a kid. That was the firecracker.
It's again one of those brands that's nostalgic for me. The firecrackers, they're fountains that are, so memorable. And then, now they got the Fox brand that's attached to them too. It's kind of like its little brother. And I like the stuff they're putting out. And I actually even have a Black Cat poster in my bedroom. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the Black Cat is perfect. I think that's right there at number two for me, would be perfect. I didn't light a lot of Black Cat's items that were aerials, especially like their 500 grams. And last year, I picked up a couple. I picked up one of the 500-gram assortments called Horse Show. Those cakes were great, and the brakes hit pretty hard. It honestly kind of shocked me a little bit, and it made me want to buy and seek out more Black Cat items. And I think they're stepping their game up, at least in the last couple of years. But yeah, I think I'd put that number two. Yeah.
Well, knowing the list that you have there, is there any changes you would make?
Honestly, I think I would keep it the same. The one difference that I think I would make probably in the next year or two is so Brothers is always going to be number one. And I know that's kind of, and so, like I said, I think if I were to do this again next year, I think Miracle would probably jump Black Cat and jump into number two. And like you said, they're on the rise. Their stuff they're coming out with honestly is really cool. And a lot of it reminds me of like some of the stuff Raccoon has. But Miracle is one that I need to seek out more often. I need to go pick up some more cakes from them. And as well as the other brands. And that's what's cool about, lighting fireworks off is I love to find new brands and places like the Fireworks Superstore in Missouri and like places that have just ungoshly amount of items. You can find a lot of these at, and it's fun to go look at and seek out all these different fireworks and different brands because you never know which one you might fall in love with.
Yeah, yeah, they've definitely come on for me the last couple of years. I had gotten some, I knew of the brand. I had gotten some cakes. I was really impressed with them, and then the more I got, the more I enjoyed. If you find them, 2 I would
Okay.
keep an eye out. Strategic Attack. It's a 500
Strategic.
gram. It's got like I think like a battleship boat artwork on it. So
Okay.
it's got the howling effects in it. Really cool, and
Oh,
the
no.
color effects with it, and then there's a 200 gram called Pyro Freak, and it's got like just a goofy looking guy on the front.
Yeah, I'll add those to my list for sure.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
definitely those 2 are performance wise, at least I've lit both and really enjoyed. So, well, that is your list, sir.
Perfect.
Luke, thank you again for joining us. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being on here, throwing some of your knowledge at the rest of us pyros.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for having me on and taking time out of the day to do this. And these are a lot of fun. I love doing these kind of videos and look forward to doing more in the future.
These are absolutely an absolute blast, and I think there's many more I mean, the categories are endless, right? So there's many more that we can do, and we will have you back. So You guys go check out Backyard Fireworks. Link will be in the description down below. Go like his
Yeah,
videos, do
absolutely.
all that good stuff for the algorithm, and until next time, Bex Pyro out.